what you want. This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. Ha! 1600 block. I just wanna rock. I just wanna I just wanna rock. Body out of ya. You gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my size. Pick them sides, and you better choose wisely.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Let's close out the weekend with what should be a good one on Monday Night Primetime between our visitors and these guys defending their home turf.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
The Hallis Trophy and a date at the Super Bowl await one of these teams as we begin the NFC Championship game. This will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Tracy drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Let's go. It's Tracy on 2nd down. They're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break across midfield. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? Exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
And the Buenos Aires first down.
First down, and they go right back to it. They'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Darts out of the shotgun. They're bringing pressure, and they're going to get to it. There's a hurry up offense here. Darts looking at this 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And he goes out. Just needs one more step there to reach midfield.
You know what? I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Fifth down, and on comes the former All-Pro Jake Bailey to punt. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. He gets it away, and wow, he got under this one. It is driven sky high.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They're out in sacks. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Play it right. 180.
Here's Bristow on the ground for the first time. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Baker now from the gun. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. Decent game here, but short of the first.
Complete to Breece Hall.
You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
On 3rd and 2, here's Mayfield. Got his man, it's Mayfield. He will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. All right, now things start to pick up a little bit after a slow start, Brock. Last things fans want to see is a couple of uninspiring drives to begin a game.
Yep, they get the first and generate just a little excitement that we could see maybe our first touchdown here, or at least avoid another quick punt.
He's got to make it a good play. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Baker throwing again. He's got it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to
42-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 42 as this opening drive continues.
Hey, alert! 180!
Once more, it's Mayfield. Buying some time right. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So his first blemish, Brock, after that perfect 4-for-4 starts. And wouldn't expect one incompletion, though, to stop him from leaning on him this opening drive.
No, I don't think so. And I think more than anything, you see the defense kind of ball can hit the ground on this side.
180!
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Mayfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
180! Done!
3rd and long, running the throw. Gets it to the 15. Caught, nice game left side. They're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom, connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
We're 1 quarter into deciding who's going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Take a quick break, and we'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Time to begin the 2nd quarter, and we'll pick up with what's already been a lengthy possession. They've got 1st and goal to work with. Going again, it's Mayfield. Has it down close. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1.
A gain of 7.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
2! 60 Eagles! 60!
This one's one touchdown. Oh, just man coming across. He runs it across. Touchdown. The Dragons get the game's first points here in the 2nd. You're at the back, Brock. They are trying to take him out of this game from the start. And a touchdown on the opening drive. That's a good way to do it.
Yeah, this is one of those situations, Kate, where you and I up here in this booth, we can hear it and we can feel it. This crowd senses an opportunity to dig their opponents and really hold and pull on. Those that become the grave their season rests in if they don't respond.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. He fields it from the 8. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First down and 10. At their own 21-yard line.
to the line and trips right to start out. Going on first down. It starts. Catch made. Tyrone Tracy. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. That result there, 15 yards and a first.
Gain of 15 yards. The Buenos Aires first down. A gain of 15. First down, Condors.
From the gun, here's Dart.
Some praise is in order for bringing him down almost immediately and preventing a return. Definitely minimized the damage the best they could, but it is still a demoralizing outcome for this offense to give the ball away.
Watch out!
Runs inside the 35. He does it. Touchdown! Dragons pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Breece Hall with the touchdown.
That's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards. But the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Right down the middle. The Dragons double their lead to 14.
Condors, nothing. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Israel Abanikanda on the return. And he's brought down just beyond their 25-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
We go now. Time to start this drive. First and 10. Back to turn right out kick. He's throwing again. Escapes the pocket. He's running with it. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I tell you this, Kate, drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Play action with Dart. He's going to touchdown as he gets him an out to pick up the first down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection block. It almost looks like he's just not throwing the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. You see the QBs and tight ends and the rest of them make it look easy.
Got a man downfield. This is Neighbors. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. The Condors start to fight back with their first points in this game. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with a receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
So Dart and this offense getting set to go for two.
The offense will line up.
They're going to go for it. And the conversion is no good as that pass ball is incomplete.
The score, Dragons 14, Condors 6. Jake Bailey set to kick
All
off.
right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. They're set up at the 35 now.
Hey! Pistol. Watch out!
They start to drive it home. Has room down the left sideline. Hits the 20. And that is a touchdown. Dragons lead by 14. Breece Hall with the touchdown.
We're not even to halftime, and this guy has already got a game's worth of success. And the great thing is that, yes, it benefits him individually
And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. First and 10 from the 41. Here's Cam Scattergood on the ground. Dropped for the first guy he had all game on that first down run. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
Brings up second and 9. At the 42-yard line.
With the gun this time, here's Dart. Chased out to his right. The right side is caught by Robinson. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become on the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Again throwing the gun. Pass cut by Tracy. And he's taken down directly off that 43-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
They don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. That's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Staying between the tackles and Tracy. And Ingle will see about as he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Japan. It's the Condors with 2nd and 6. Now Dart. So pass Bryant. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. That one gains 7. And that'll be a first down.
That's good.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it right where he wanted to with the ball off the
First and
snap.
10 at the
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On first down, here's Dart. And the rush is too much here. Down he goes. Thanks to the hurry up here.
10-yard loss on the play. It's second down.
Dart out of the shotgun. Trying for the deep ball. They got it. Intercepted on the goal line. That's Antoine Winfield Jr.
Well, they're in danger of going back to somebody who's already done damage in this game. He makes himself, he's a top target, but he makes himself a priority for this defense to defend, and they jumped on that opportunity.
Offense to the line. Here we go.
Point it right. Check. Hey, 180. What's up?
And he'll follow his way in there for a 4-yard pickup.
And safety, that's exactly what you want offensively. Exactly what you want to do to get out of the shadow of your own goal line, get a good push, get a good gain, get some positive yards. Job well done.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. On the move, headed right. Now here he goes. They're going to have this over the 44-yard line as they come down. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, Mayfield. Buys time, rolling right. He finds Evans, left side. And he's going to be brought down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense. Their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
At the 37-yard line.
180.
First down, here's Baker. Brian downfield by Allen. He's in, touchdown. Skip off once and onside person. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way? Wants to stop him anyhow? The answer? No.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Return starts at the 9. He's brought down just inside the 25.
They'll take over. First down, 19. At their own 20-yard line.
Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. On first and 10, here's Dobbs. McLaughlin hits another interception. Benjamin Morrison comes up with it. And they're trying it. But the shot was the field goal. Into the end zone after that return. Well, what better way to follow up one interception than by getting back out there and picking off another on the first play of the very next drive.
And think of all the work the offense just did on the sideline to try and recover. You can put together a good plan. Here's your adjustment. And it just one play to flush it all down the toilet.
All right, with 6 seconds left, we've got a timeout. Not much time left in the half, so the kicking team out on first down. Right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And their lead grows further to 25 points.
Points off takeaways. Usually a bigger stat, Kate, on the hardwood, that other sport that you call. But it's a big one in football, too. And those 3 should pay dividends.
And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
One last play before the break. Back to throw it. He's cut over the sideline. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40.
Jake Bailey set to kick off.
The Hallis Trophy awaits one of these teams, partner. Just a half to go as we're off in the third quarter. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. They're set up at the 35 now.
Kings, Kings, Kings! 180! That!
Powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be second and 5.
At the 40-yard
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You can throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
Mayfield now off the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Down the field. Fantastic. This one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. First down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt, or an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
180!
First down. Here comes Hall. He powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like we got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. Able to get this down to the 15 before going out. 9-yard gain on the play. And they'll have first down.
Gain on the play. And the Tokyo. First down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Hawk 70! Ready?
Throwing now off the play action. And the triple doesn't pay off. It's incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Good on second and long. Good running there to get around 6, but now they've got third down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Third and short, Mayfield. That one's complete, right side. The Dragons score the lead coming out of halftime. Oh, baby, not this one. This one has gotten well out of hand.
I think so. I think this is utter domination. There'll be a lot of questions to be answered. I guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. Set. Here we go, first and 10.
Set. Cougar 19. Go.
Get to Tracy up the middle. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
The cool thing about a drive starting a run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
They go right back to Tracy. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
That's what I call a healthy return on investment. You run a toss play, looking for positive yards, looking to move the sticks. I'm looking for that to be called again.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Condors.
Liking 18. My man. Hey, come on, go.
Setting in the throw here. Gets his tight end on the corner route. At the 20. The 10. And he will take this in. Touchdown. The Condors start the second half with some needed points. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. After thinking it over, these guys lining up for 2.
60 Eagle.
They send a man in motion.
Ready.
They send him straight over the middle. He is into the end zone for 2. So that right there turns this into a 3-score game.
Condors 14.
No dice the first time they tried it, but this time, Brock, the 2-point conversion is successful.
Just felt like they were waiting for the right opportunity to try it once again. Not only to make up for the first attempt, but establish a little confidence from this spot. And who knows, maybe we'll have a 2-pointer that plays a bigger role when this thing's all said and done.
He stopped on the run back of the 27.
Anthony Gould on the return. His guys take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. First and 10. Baker now from the gun. Escapes out to the left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So it'll be second down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10.
180. What's up?
Throwing again is Baker. Hits his running back. Gets it even past the 45. They're all the way across the field before he's brought down. It's a gain of 27 yards there. And they're going to have a first down.
Just an excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious defensive play.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 48-yard line.
What's up?
Mayfield now from the gun. He's on him, it's going to get home. He's dropped. For the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, but it's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Set. 180. What's up?
They're long for him here. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. That one's cut at the 10-yard line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown. The Dragons in the lead at the end of the 3rd. Mike Evans with the touchdown. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. The Blue Lakers push the upright. And the Dragons grow their lead yet again.
Dragons 45. Condors 14. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's a body Kanya on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First down 19 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go now. Time to start this drive. 1st and 10.
Ready?
We'll kick the running back in motion. There's a sweep. He puts it back forward. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Reddick in on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
Just a quarter left before one of these teams punches its ticket to the Super Bowl. It's going to be their ball to begin the 4th, but looking up at that scoreboard, possession may not make much of a difference. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. On the handoff, this is Tracy. He's going to be bottled up just a few yards into that 2nd down run.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Set. Ready?
Here's Tracy once more. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. As that running back's come up with more than he's used to on 3rd down, he made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly. He sure made that one look routine.
First down, ball at the 36.
Ready? Hot, hot.
Hand off to Tracy. And this kid not as fruitful. They're not quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Bronco. Jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point.
And up.
We play action with Jones. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. It looks great flying through the air, Rob. The problem's on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
This quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sign of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Yes, he gets it. Well, not a chance at all as he is met at the line on this one. That's going to be fourth and very long.
Don't lie from the gate. I almost wish there was an actual white flag on the other sideline we could see waving in this spot because that was an easy mop-up of the defense. Open line.
He will get the first as they touch him down. Offense to the line fast.
The Buenos Aires first down. A gain of 14. First down.
First down. Let's start. Force that to his right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line.
The QB made something happen. He got some yardage in the play that he developed. He even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Let's go now. Back on leading.
It's Tracy on second down. And they hold him down after a gain of a couple. Leaves him in need of one more yard here on third down.
At the 43-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's third and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs.
19 tight. 19, 70, Timberwolf. Go.
Looking to throw on third and one. Balls out of the pocket quick. He'll make a big for it on the ground. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Obviously, a defense wants to circulate all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. This QB will just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest wins of the game.
And the Buenos Aires first down.
Coming to the line for another first and 10. This is Scarborough left side. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
And he gets this forward to the 19.
Okay, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down.
Let's go. Cowboy.
Look this one. He's got to do. And he's going to be stopped well short of the first down marker. Call it a yard. It's fourth down coming up. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. And he's got it, so they'll go a little ways back with a touchdown. The Condors making the scoreboard look a touch better. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fight.
And he made the line of scrimmage, but not that goal line. Defense there to shut down that two-point attempt.
Condors 20.
With time ticking away. They prepare for a must-get onside kick. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
Jake Bailey set to kick off.
They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball at the 35 to begin this drive.
At their own 35-yard line.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Sick. Hey, alert, alert! 180! Done!
And they pass it here. Makes the grab and go left side. Let's stop me if you've heard this before. The Dragons keep running away with this. Breece Hall with the touchdown. His fourth total score of the game. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
52. Condors 20. Chase
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Fielded at the 7. This makes it up to the 25.
They'll take over. First down and 10. Their own 25-yard line.
Offense it on. Here we go. Here's Getwood. His charge towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
That's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Brings our aggressive call on second.
19, Cougar 19!
Got from Pistol. Pressure coming. They take it down. Gotta keep moving quick here.
A loss of 9 yards. And it's third down.
Dodge looking at this third long. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And this ball's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
You never ever was out there to take 3 and outs, Kate. If you really don't like coming third down when you throw into tight coverage like that, got to manufacture a better look.
All right, one more snap to play here.
Here we go, go!
Here we go, there's one final shot. Trying to push deep downfield. They check that on the deep shot. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win. They are your NFC champions, Brock. What a mix of emotions out there right now, right? Happiness to have made it, and also remembering this isn't the ultimate prize. There's a far more important game still to come.
Yeah, and I think maybe they think about that tomorrow. Kind of like these baseball teams do such a great job, Kate, of celebrating every series win.
Yeah.
You're going to celebrate this, and these guys are going to enjoy the heck out of it with their families and friends, and then they'll wake up tomorrow, and they'll remember there's still a lot of work ahead for the biggest trophy of all.